Alright, hello everybody. We are headed to pick up a fake child so that we can try and run it over. And, of course, we have to take FSD there, so let's go together and I'll give you some commentary on the ride. Alright, so it looks like we got a stopped mail truck. Car goes around it. Beautiful. There was a car popping out. It made sure not to hit that. Very, very impressive move, I have to say. Alright, now we got a stopped UPS truck. Will the car be able to handle this? We got a car coming on the other side. So watch how it peeks out. Sees that it's clear. It even folded the mirrors, and boom. Now it continues on. I mean, how fucking stupid do you have to be to say this is bad? Or it sucks? Is it perfect? No. But, man, the last 5 drives I've done have been zero takeover. And I wouldn't be surprised if this one's a zero takeover drive too. You know, maybe it will have a takeover. That, you know, they're not that uncommon, but the software is starting to work. Like, you ask it to take you somewhere and it can actually just take you there fully automatically. Okay, look, was a little bit late to stop to that stop sign. It was obscured a little bit, so I'm going to send that back to them. That could be a good example for them to train on. People have no fucking idea what's going on here with this thing. I mean, it's changed my life. It's completely changed the way I get around. All right, we're at a 4-way stop. This person waved to me to go, but the car didn't see that, so then it let them go. And now that they've gone, it's making a left turn. Headed up this hill. All the bizarre terrain of San Francisco, no problem for this system. Going straight up, going straight down. Trucks, cars stopped all over the place, people walking all over the place. The system handles it like it's nothing. People are gonna have their socks blown straight off their feet when they try this. I'm telling you. When this is released at Christmas to everyone in the United States, it's going to be the most exciting software release in history. Nobody has ever seen anything like this. The automotive industry has never seen anything like this, where you have an aftermarket upgrade that's $12,000 or $199 a month, and they're actually gonna raise the price, and people will still buy it because you just push one button, you activate it on your car. Over 1 million cars in the United States, boom. Push a button, and you now have this functionality on your car. You can use it and get around just by sitting, listening to music, doing whatever you want to do, and the car can actually take you there. Okay, now it's going 15. I think that's a little bit too slow. It says school speed limit 15, but I don't see any kids here, so I'm going to adjust it to 25. It says school speed limit 15 when children are present. I think it was probably just going based off the time. It is kind of like school hours, so that's why. Okay, that was kind of an unnecessary stop. There were some gardeners on the right side, so I'm guessing it detected them and thought they might have been people who were going to cross the street rather than people who were just gardening in place. So actually, I should have sent that up to them. All right, we got a right turn coming up on Jackson Street. We've got a guy in a truck. Just moved away from them slightly. All right, time to make the right turn. Very cautious, very smooth. I feel very safe. In earlier updates, sometimes you'd feel like scared. It would go so quickly you didn't even have time to look yourself. You're like, what the fuck? It would be like riding a roller coaster. Now it seems to be much more in tune with what's visible and going when it has a good view, and really making you feel safe, even in assertive mode, which is what we're in right now. Alright, so we got a lot of 4-way stops, I guess, on this street until we turn left on Maple in 3/4 of a mile. And you know, something like this, just like stopping at a bunch of stop signs, is like mind-numbingly boring for a human to do. If I was a human driver, would I ever stop to zero like this and then accelerate at every stop sign? No, of course not. I would probably go down to like 15 or something, right? Slow down from maybe, I don't know, 40 to 15 when it's a 25 and 15 in a school speed limit. There's a little girl on a scooter, you know, but I would probably do the irresponsible thing anyway and maybe brake harshly when I saw the kid scootering by rather than just following the posted speed limits. But it's a funny thing. When I have FSD on, I don't worry about it. I just let it do what it's going to do. I let it stop fully. I let it drive at the speed limit or a little bit over the speed limit, as I've set it to right now. And I don't worry about it. So if you can make this software good to use and make people actually want to use it. Right now, I think the people who have it average for the fleets about 12% of the time they're using it. So not very much. But if you could actually make people use this most of the time because it's actually good, and they actually prefer it to driving themselves most of the time, they're going to make much safer, more conservative driving choices. And you know what? NHTSA can go and say, hey, you know what? We did a study and we determined that really cars should drive like this. It would optimize safety if they did this when they were making a left turn or something. And then you know what? They can send out a software update. They can make all the cars drive like that. Have an impact overnight. See the crashes go down overnight. I mean, this is so powerful. And cars are just the beginning. Driving a car was like a job, right? That was somebody's job. You could be a driver. Well, okay, here you got somebody crossing the street. You can see how the car is slowing down from 25, 18, 16. It's continuing to be slow as it walks alongside the person. And now that the person is passed, it's probably speed up again after we go through. All right, we got a lot of people crossing. Looks like we got some construction. Somebody's trying to get into their truck, and then that guy's trying to get into his truck too. So watch what it does. See how it moves away from the guy so that it's really far away from the guy who's trying to get into his truck. Then it moves away from this guy. Nailed it. I mean, this is like stuff that's common in San Francisco. Are you seeing this shit, you guys? I feel like I'm a fucking crazy person because everyone's seeing these TV ads. Oh my god, FSD runs over children. It's fucking bullshit. It doesn't run over children. First of all, even if it didn't detect that pedestrian, it would have been okay because I would have just disengaged. There's no danger of anybody actually getting run over, right? And the reality is, it's exceptional at detecting pedestrians. In some cases, it can actually see people I missed. Does anybody understand the power of this? That the car can see people the driver missed. When they're driving manually, it can warn them. It can try and stop. This is going to save people's lives, okay? Like, really. And they've made this technology cheap enough to put in every car. It doesn't need LiDAR. It doesn't need anything. It just needs cameras. This could save the life of someone you love. If you are spreading fake information about this technology, telling people it's going to kill you, I think you're going to go to hell. I really do. Because it's just not true. This is the most important new technology of the decade, I think. The car is a robot moving through the world on its own. And they're going to take the same technology, put it in a humanoid robot form, and allow machines to automate pretty much anything you could do. This is going to change the world we live in. You know, when the iPhone came out, everything changed. The world pre-iPhone, it doesn't look like the world post-iPhone. Not always in good ways, but it changed the way we do everything. Book a hotel, call a ride. You're going to see a similar thing happen with this. It's going to change everything about the way we live. It's very kind of obscure because only 100,000 people have access to this software right now. But to some people who are smart, it's completely obvious. See how it changed lanes because that guy was getting out of his car? It's so safe in the choices it makes. Much safer than the choices I make. And obviously nobody's putting this into Tesla stock. They are all like, oh, Elon's an idiot. He said it would be here next year. Well, just fucking look at it, okay? Look at what they've achieved. Have you ever seen anything like this? Have you seen any other car that can do this? Do you see Waymo releasing a car that you can take and drive anywhere, even after 12 years of work? No. Nobody else has anything like this, where you can take it and just drive anywhere. I mean, the Tesla Autopilot team is making software history. This is breakthrough software. People who know software, I really like that, how there was a car coming, but it still made the left turn. Before, sometimes if there was like a car coming, it would just stop forever and it would never make the left turn. Now it's much better about actually like making that left turn. Okay, here, oh, this is the location. I was like, why is it stopping for no reason? So you can see this thing literally took me through San Francisco to the destination where I have to pick up this mannequin with 0 takeovers. And this wasn't even surprising. I live this every day, okay? My last 6 drives, which I've posted videos of all of, they've all been 0 takeover, and they've all been incredibly complex. I'm telling you guys, this is the biggest fucking thing ever, alright? Don't sleep on what's happening here. It's going to change all of our lives, and it's a secret. And right now, while it's a secret, I think it's something that can change your life if you know about it in advance. So keep following Tesla FSD. Don't believe the bullshit you hear online. These guys like Dan O'Dowd, they run a competitor. You know, he's the CEO of a competing company that's getting killed by Tesla because all the people who work there are so dumb they can't come up with anything close to this. So, yeah. Fuck Dan O'Dowd.